Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every one of you guys put some motherfucking Coach K Duke full court pressure on that sub button, that like button, and ring that noti bell so you could be notified via email each and every time your boy E Thriller, aka Ham Rothstein, aka the Black Picasso, because I paint these pictures so vividly on the sport of boxing and basketball whenever I feel like it. And once again, fight fans, ladies and gents, welcome back. Now, first of all, before I get into this shit, shout out to everybody that's watching this video live. I see ya. Shout out to each and every one of my subs, whether you're new to the channel or not, for watching this video on the playback gang. I see ya. I salute you. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, ladies and gents, for rocking with your boy E Thriller. But we got to talk about some shit tonight, man. We have to talk about some shit tonight. So I'm going to do my due diligence and I'm going to let YouTube give y'all some time to get these notifications out so y'all can pull up, get in the chat so y'all can get it in. I'm going to also drop the link once I get done saying whatever the fuck I got to say so y'all can come on and give me some real shit as well. So I'm going to just give y'all about 20 to 30 seconds. I don't want to hold y'all for too long before I pounce on this fucking Shawn Porter versus Terence Bud Crawford fight. Oh my God. I mean, oh my God. Ugh. I am so happy, y'all. I am so motherfucking happy. Wow. I'm going to just give y'all a few seconds before I go in. I'm going to just give y'all a few more seconds. And yeah, man. So the news broke. When was that? On Monday? What's today? Wednesday? I believe the news broke on Monday, a little bit before the purse bid was about to take place. And it was being reported by ESPN, Michael Coppinger, and Michael Benson, and every boxing insider in the sport, that Terence Bud Crawford versus Shawn Showtime Porter was official, ladies and gentlemen. And this shit just lets me know that there is a God somewhere, because I don't know what you guys came to do, but I came to praise the Lord because it has been one hell of a journey whenever it comes to 2021. That means the sport of boxing, right? And just when I thought Terence Bud Crawford wasn't ever going to be able to get a fucking Shawn Porter or hell, any other PBC fighter for that matter in the goddamn ring, along came the WBO, who mandated this fight, which also put a lot of pressure on Bob fucking Arum, pardon me, who is a motherfucking idiot, who has came out time and time again to shit on Terence Bud Crawford. But all of a sudden, we're 1 month away from Terence Crawford from becoming a free agent, and the dude want to be sweet. He want to play nice. He want to say, oh, I hope Bud, he can do whatever he wants, but I want to re-sign him. He want to say all this fluffy shit now. But a couple of months ago, he was shitting on Bud. He was shitting on his fight, and he was shitting on everything that Terence Bud Crawford stood for in the sport of boxing. And a lot of us fight fans, such as myself, such as everybody who has a genuine heart, who is unbiased, who is objective, that supported Terence Bud Crawford, took issue with what Bob Arum was doing, because even though we didn't necessarily disagree with him saying, oh, Bud needs to promote himself more, it was the way he said it and how the shit came off, right? And then to make matters worse, this is coming from a guy who's taking shots at another guy that not only is the best fighter on this table, but is a motherfucker who don't say shit. Terence Bud Crawford don't talk unless it's warranted. Bud won't say shit to you unless you say some shit to him on Twitter or say some slick shit in the interview, and then maybe he'll address you, maybe he won't. But for the most part, the man don't bother nobody. You see what the man be doing on Instagram. He chilling with his wife. He chilling with his kids. He going to wrestling matches and fishing. And I always see him in the goddamn gym. I mean, that's one place we are always going to see Terence Bud Crawford. He is going to be in the motherfucking gym, right? So for Bob Arum to come out and to shit on this man time and time again, and now all of a sudden he wants to play nice, I mean, it's just laughable. But sticking to the fucking topic, I also believe, I want to give a shout out to this dude because I really feel like he was the one behind the scenes that made this fucking fight happen inadvertently. Because whenever Eddie Hearn was asked by a reporter the other day, now y'all can fact check me if y'all want to, but whenever Eddie Hearn was asked about that fight, he said he was willing to bid top dollars on a Terence Crawford versus Shawn Showtime Porter fight. So you got to think, whenever Bob Arum heard that shit, and maybe Al Heyman, it was like, well, goddamn, if this motherfucker come in and scoop up this fight, because let's be honest, he ain't really got no big fights right now. That Canelo has went to PBC for I don't know how long, right? He got AJ and Usyk, but outside of that, what does the zone really have popping at the moment? Nothing at all. So Eddie Hearn would have been chomping at the bit, salivating at the mouth, licking his chops for a fucking Shawn Porter versus Terence Bud Crawford fight, because we all know the fight is going to be action-packed. We don't know how much this fight is going to sell, but one thing is for sure, we know it's going to be a fucking fight. This is going to be a fucking slobber knocker in my Jim Ross voice, right? This shit is about to go down. So with Eddie Hearn coming out and saying that made the PBC and Top Rank Promotions and Bob fucking Arum, who once again, I can't stand, say, well, shit, we need an extension. We need to push this shit back from September the 2nd to September the 14th to get this shit together, because, Eddie Hearn is going to come in and scoop this shit up. I mean, what the fuck are we doing, Al? Get your old ass on the phone and let's pop. Let's talk. Let's meet. Let's Zoom call. Let's do something. Because we can't let Eddie with the fucking big bag come in and steal Bud. And then I got to worry about Bud leaving me anyway, because I've been shitting on him. I ain't been treating him the way that he should be treated. I know what the fuck I've been doing. So now I'm trying to, he needs to be on pay-per-view. Oh, Shawn is a hell of a guy. Oh, all of this, all this bullshit. I'm just so sick of Bob Arum, because he say one thing and then the next fucking minute he say another. He's the ultimate contradiction. And I can't fucking stand him. And I'm so happy that Terence Bud Crawford is going to have the opportunity to just walk away. To just walk, just go. I don't care where you go. Just get away from that guy. So whenever this pay-per-view is finished and whenever you get done doing the Porter, what I expect for you to do, because once again, this is my personal opinion. Nothing is definitive. You understand what I'm saying? We're all making assumptions on what may or may not take place in this fight, right? But in my personal opinion, I got Terence Bud Crawford rising to the fucking occasion, stepping up in the biggest of biggest moments, because this nigga done heard everybody chirping. Terence Bud Crawford is a tad bit sensitive. He hear all these motherfuckers on these YouTube channels talking about he ain't fought nobody, or why he ducking the PBC fighters like Danny Garcia, Earl Spence, Keith Thurman, Shawn Showtime Porter, even though nobody even liked Shawn Porter before the fucking Earl Spence fight. You don't think Bud hear all this shit? So you got to think that Bud is going to show up, in my personal opinion, if I know Terence Bud Crawford the way I think I know him, because he's a dog. Make no mistake about it. If I know the Terence Bud Crawford that I think I know, then Terence Bud Crawford is not going to let this moment pass him by. Terence Bud Crawford is going to put his motherfucking hands and feet all over Shawn Porter, because I got him going to sleep. I got Shawn Showtime Porter going to sleep in a late stoppage. I'm predicting maybe, I respect Shawn a little bit, so I give him about 9 to 10 rounds. I got him going to sleep, y'all. I got him getting stopped by Terence Bud Crawford, because all that coming in and, fainting and jumping and juking and shit like he playing football with a helmet on in a three-point stance, all that shit is cute and cuddly when you're going up against motherfuckers who ain't got skills. But when you go up against the motherfucking number one fighter in the world, and no, he's not number one pound for pound right now, in my opinion, because he hadn't been active. I'm giving that title to Canelo, and I know you motherfucking Canelo haters are going to have something to say, but I don't give a fuck, because, again, this is my opinion. It's subjective. I'm entitled to it, just like you're entitled to yours, right? But sticking to the topic, E-Thriller, whenever you go up against a guy who's a switch hitter, who has a great jab, who does great body work, who can fight on the inside if necessary, who can fight on his back foot, who can hit you going forward, he can walk you down. I mean, oh my God. Oh my God. And not to mention, Terence Bud Crawford is the best counter puncher in boxing. Yeah, I said it. And I ain't fucking stutter. Terence Bud Crawford is that dude, whether y'all like it or not. And come, what is it, November 20th? Come November 20th, oh my God, I can't wait. And I know I lied in the past. I know I said I didn't think the fight was going to happen. And I must confess. As a matter of fact, I must confess, y'all, I was wrong. But I'm happy that I was wrong because I didn't see this shit coming, right? But now that the fight is here, I ain't about to tense up. My asshole ain't about to get tight. Pause. I'm sticking to the fucking script because I've told y'all from day one, all you got to do is just scroll through my fucking archives, go back and fact check your boy Thriller. I don't delete shit. I don't delete videos. I don't delete comments. I don't give a fuck about nothing y'all got to say, right? Respectfully. I've been saying from day one, if this fight were to take place, Shawn Porter is going to get stopped because I've seen Shawn Porter get rocked and dropped by Adrian Broner. I've seen Shawn Porter get rocked and dropped by Earl Spence. I've seen Shawn Porter get dominated and outclassed, in my personal opinion, by Kell Brook, who was putting them fucking chocolate brownies on him. I mean, just dinging on him. And then when he got done dinging on him, he would tie him up, make him reset, and ding on him all over again. Dr. Dre shit. Ring, ding, dong. Ring, ding, 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 dong. He was doing all that shit. Keep the heads ringing. Shout out to Friday. He was doing all that shit to Shawn Porter. So for all of you dudes that keep coming on here and on these other various platforms saying that, oh, Bud is going to struggle, oh, Bud is going to lose, then put your motherfucking money where your mouth is. How much do you like Shawn Porter for? Because I will fucking wait. I will oblige you. My Cash App is money sign, capital E, number 3, ILLA. You understand what I'm saying? 209. Please, we can get a bet in place because I cannot fucking wait, y'all. And I also would like to say, I know I said in the past that I wasn't going to pay for this fight and, because it wasn't the fight I want, but fuck all of that. I am going to support Terence Bud Crawford. I am going to support Shawn Showtime Porter. I am going to support this event because in my personal opinion, once again, this is my opinion. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Hell, I'm man enough to admit it. I just did it 2 times, right? I think this is going to go down as the fight of the year. And I think this is when Terence Bud Crawford makes his statement to the motherfucking boxing world, to all of the naysayers who shit on him, who has been shitting on him his entire career. Because I swear to God, they act like what he did at 135 don't matter. They act like what he did at 140 doesn't matter. At 147, I guess everybody he fought was a tomato can. Jeff Hearn was a tomato can, even though he beat Manny Pacquiao. Amir Khan was trash, even though y'all give fucking Danny Garcia all of this credit for shit at 147 when he ain't did shit at 147. You give that motherfucker all that credit. Shawn Showtime Porter, God bless him, he has the best resume as far as opponents he has fought at 147. I can't take nothing away from him. But whenever it's a step-up fight, he has came up small. Nate Robinson small, right? So I don't give moral victories. I don't like that type of shit. Even with the Cowboys this past week. I'm from Dallas. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, right? They don't get no fucking moral victory just because they went tooth and nail with a fucking Tom Brady in Tampa Bay. And yeah, I get it. Zach Martin was hurt and all that other shit, but fuck all that. You should have won the game. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. I'm not the type of guy that, oh, well, you did good, baby. It's okay. Get them there. No. You don't get none of that shit with me. That's weak shit. Losing builds character. You understand what I'm saying? And Shawn Showtime Porter has lost a bunch of fights. So maybe, just maybe, Shawn Showtime Porter has the experience factor as far as being in big fights. Because, again, you guys say Bud ain't fought nobody. Bud ain't did this. Bud ain't did that. So I will give you that. But whenever Terence Bud Crawford walks to that fucking ring on November the 20th, y'all gonna see all this shit I've been popping for this man. Y'all gonna see why it is a shit that they say there is levels to this. Because even though Shawn Porter is a good fighter, I will give you that. He is not elite, okay? He doesn't possess the technical skill, and the boxing prowess to go in there to upset a Terence Bud Crawford, in my personal opinion. because he don't have enough power to knock him out. So for him to even come out and say, oh, I'm going to knock Terence out, or I know I can do this and do it. I'm not telling a man not to be confident because he's a man with nuts in between his legs. I get it. Bet on yourself. I'm always bet on me any fucking day of the week, right? I get that, Shawn. But I mean, let's just stop with the hyperbole when it comes to you fucking fans, because I don't remember nobody being a Shawn Porter fan up until after he went life or death with a guy that said he was easy work, with a guy that said he was going to knock him out. That's what Errol Spence told Shawn Porter. He also told Shawn Porter to his fucking face that you can't even sell out your own family barbecue. You can't sell out your own fucking living room. This is the type of shit that Errol was popping whenever it came to Shawn Showtime Porter. And all of you fucking Errol Spence nut huggers and fans was, oh yeah, Errol is so right. Shawn Porter ain't shit. Shawn Porter ain't that. And then all of a sudden, whenever Terence Bud Crawford came creeping in the fucking ranks at 147, everybody just slowly started to shift towards Shawn Porter. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all was already on Errol's nuts, so I give you that, right? But everybody started being a fan of Shawn Showtime Porter. All of a sudden, Shawn Showtime Porter turned into fucking Sugar Ray Robinson. All of a sudden, Shawn Showtime Porter was the fucking measuring stick for 147, even though Terence Bud Crawford has always said from day one he wanted Keith Thurman and he wanted Earl, right? Fans kept creating obstacles and saying, oh, well, you know, Earl is collecting belts. He's cleaning up his side of the street. You know, just putting obstacles in the way of the fight that we all wanted to happen, right? Nobody told Earl to go do all this fucking heavy lifting. Nobody told Earl to go fight Mikey. Nobody told Earl to go fight Shawn and Danny and all these other motherfuckers he's trying to fight in between Terence Crawford. So that's his own fucking fault for doing all this goddamn quote unquote heavy lifting. I don't want to hear that shit. Did nobody go tell you to lift that 245, them two fucking plates on the weight bench or the incline? I didn't tell you to do that shit. You did it. That was your plan, not Bud's. Bud wanted to see you in 2018 before you fought Mikey, before you even had a pay-per-view. He wanted to see you then. But for whatever the reason, whether it was Al Heyman, whether it was Errol Spence ducking, I don't fucking know. The fight ain't never happened, and I stand firm on what the fuck I've been saying for months on top of months because, again, I'm the originator of this shit. I'm the one that was calling this motherfucker out for ducking. Go back and fact check me. I got, 9 to 10 videos on this shit. If you're new to the channel, go back and sub up. Do your research. But I was the motherfucker on the front line calling Errol Spence out for ducking and evading and dodging and shit. I'm the motherfucker that's taking all the hits from everybody, getting the thorns and all this shit in my ass. I'm cool with it. As long as I get the fights I want to see. As long as we get the fights we want to see. But once again, I am excited for this fight. Shouts out to both fighters. I told y'all, Bud wasn't going to drop his belt. You understand what I'm saying? And it looks like Shawn Porter wasn't ducking the smoke after all. And might I add, let me pull this shit up. Let me pull this shit up for y'all. Might I add, let me know if y'all see this. Drop some in the chat, right? But this is being reported by Mike Coppinger of ESPN. And he said, and I quote, Terence Bud Crawford is guaranteed to making upwards of $6 million per ESPN. And Porter is set to earn at least $4 million. Ladies and gents, that's huge. That's big time money for two motherfuckers that can't sell. So maybe, just maybe, him telling Shawn Porter to be on standby, I got to work on this Pacquiao fight, maybe all of that shit was worth it in the end, because it looks like Bud is making $1 million more than what he normally makes. And Shawn Porter is making what, 2.5 million more or 20? I don't fucking know. More than he made with Errol Spence. So this is huge. So once again, both of these fighters deserve it. I'm glad that we're getting a big fight in 2021. I've said every fucking thing I wanted to say. Now let me get to these comments and then I will drop the link in the chat for somebody to come on and rock with me. But let me start at the top. To the chat I go. Shout out to my boy Sanctus. He said, this is going to be official. Can't wait. Hey, yo, Sanctus, I got to ask you a question, bro. I hope you're still in the chat. Do you have a boxing channel? Because you are one of the very few fucking individuals on my page that always say some shit that make me think and say, well, damn, he is right. Or damn, that's a hell of a point. Do you have a boxing channel, sir? And if not, you are free to come on my shit anytime you want to pop your shit, because you are very knowledgeable about the sport of boxing, unlike a few people that comment on my channel. You understand what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Let me know. Drop something in the chat, bro. Shout out to a poetic. He said, lame ass. Okay. Well, you about to hop your ass on in just a second. Okay. He said, laugh out loud. Facts. Okay. Shout out to my boy Samuel. He said, Earl Spence fans already have excuses. And what's the excuse? Explain that, Sam. Let me know. Because honestly, I ain't been paying attention to the motherfuckers ever since Earl has been out of commission. I really haven't. I just want Earl to heal up, come back 110% or 1,000%. So honestly, I'm over the fight. I'm over the fucking fight. If it happens, it happens. But I'm telling you what's going to happen. Whenever Bud, ain't no if, because I believe whenever Bud goes in there and kicks his ass, there's going to be a built-in excuse. They're going to say his eye wasn't the same. They're going to say it was the car wreck. They're going to say he was out of shape. He needed a tune-up. He should have went to Pep Boys. They're going to say all this whole shit. I already know it's coming. So that's why I'm like, Bud is in a lose-lose situation no matter what, in my personal opinion. Lenore said, Link, okay, I'm going to drop it in just a sec. Sancta said, all Bud wants to do is play one-on-one on the court and shot and junk cars. Okay. Yeah, man, Bud do be hooping too, huh? He said they need to leave that man alone so he can knock some fool out in the ring. Facts. He said, Ugas or eye patch. I don't know what you mean, Sam. If you're asking for my personal opinion, I want Bud to fight Ugas next. We want to let Earl heal up because I don't want any fucking excuses. None, even though we're going to get them anyway. Sancta said, no fan of Eddie Hearn, but he gets my vote for promoter of the year just for saying he was bidding on the fight. Made Al and Bob break dance. Cold hard facts, my brother. See, that's that shit I'm talking about. You talking that real shit. That's why I appreciate you on my channel, bro. He said, okay, y'all just going back and forth. Shawn getting stopped early, in my opinion. Okay, so you got him getting stopped early. Okay. Hey, Lenore, I'm going to drop the link, bro. Give me a second. You can come online anytime and I'll bust your ass. As a matter of fact, I hope Brian, my boy Brian, is in the chat because I told him you was looking for him and he told me he was looking for you. So I want to hear what the fuck y'all got to say to each other. So give me just about 2 or 3 more minutes. He said, yes, you are. Laugh my ass off. Shawn gets picked apart with Crawford's jab. Yeah, man, it's going to be very interesting to see how Bud is going to start the fight out. Is he going to come out orthodox or is he going to come out strictly southpaw? I mean, Bud can do whatever the fuck he want to do when you that goddamn cold. He can do whatever he want to do, Sam. Shout out to my boy, Mr. Julio G. He said, that's facts. I appreciate that, my brother. Okay, Sancta said, okay. He said, rock dropping Lockett, new hit. Okay. He said, rather bet on Bill Gates going broke before I pick Porter beating Bud. Yeah. I want to know how much all you motherfuckers that's been capping, saying, oh, Bud is going to struggle with him. Bud is going to lose. Now that the fight is signed, sealed, and delivered, how much do you like him for? Please, can somebody bet me? My cash app is money sign E3ILLA209. Let me know what the fuck you want to bet because I'm ready. Poetic said Porter has a better chance of beating Crawford than Bill Gates being broke. Don't be dramatic. See, there you go, Poetic, talking that bullshit. Sancta said Nate Robinson small. Damn. Ha. Yeah, man. Yeah, facts. Shout out to Money Ray BLK. He said, yo, what's popping, man? I ain't never seen you on here before. Shout out to you, man. Make sure you sub up. I hope you're enjoying the show. Poetic said, nah, man, that Bucks team is stacked to the T, bro. Yeah, but I still ain't trying to hear that shit because the field goal kicker missed, 1 or 2 field goals? So technically, we should have won the goddamn game had he done his fucking job. Isn't it so disheartening in a sport of football when you're a quarterback in the offensive line and running backs and wideouts, when you put your team in position just for the kicker, the specialty, he's supposed to be special. He's supposed to be able to go out there and kick the fucking field goal under pressure, under the rest, wind, rain, snow. I don't give a fuck. Your only job is to warm up on the sidelines, practice, and make the fucking field goal. But he couldn't do that, and that's why we lost, Poetic. It is what it is. But they ain't getting no moral victories. Fuck that. No, they lost. Sanctus says Shawn never been in a bigger fight than a undisputed fight, been in with bigger names than Bud has faced, but never a more important that fight than undisputed. Yeah, you can make that point too, Sanctus. That's another way of looking at that, my brother. That is a hell of a way to look at that. I didn't think about that. You're right. Ain't no bigger fight than an undisputed fight. Regardless of what y'all say, regardless of y'all saying Bud, fought a tomato, whatever the case may be, undisputed is undisputed. There's a reason why there's only a handful of fighters who has ever done that feat. He said, oh, okay. Shout out to my boy Lee Cannon, man. I ain't seen you in a motherfucking minute. Where you been at, boy? He said, what up, E-Thriller? It's been a minute, but I'm definitely going to buy this fight and support Terence Crawford. Yeah, man, I need everybody. I need everybody because I know I was fucking up. Even players fuck up sometimes, right? I know I said I wasn't gonna buy this fight, but fuck, I'm gonna support my favorite fighter. I'm buying this fight. I'm supporting Terence Crawford last fight with Top Rank. Even though I don't want to give none of that money to Bob Arum punk ass, I'm still going to support Terence Crawford, man. So y'all need to make sure y'all order this goddamn fight because this is a fight that most people wanted to see, right? Sancta said, no lie, Earl fanboys assholes were tight as fuck when Shawn went toe-to-toe with Earl. They were shook as fuck. Hell, yeah, man, because I was one of the dudes that thought Earl was going to stop him. I was. I'm not going to lie. In fact, I was rooting for Earl Spence against Shawn Porter. You understand what I'm saying? So when he didn't do what he said he was going to do, you know, they kind of made me raise my fucking nostrils like maybe this dude ain't as good as we think he is. Did y'all ever think about that shit? Maybe Earl Spence whole persona, whole fucking aura is based on giving Floyd Money Mayweather allegedly a black eye. Maybe, just maybe, the truth, the Earl Spence persona is based off of allegedly knocking Adrian Broner out in fucking sparring. I mean, don't make me fart. It is what it is, Sanctus. He said, I'd rather Terence waited out and then fight Ugas, but hey, I guess Shawn would do. Yeah, he gonna have to do for right now. 7 Central, shout out to you, boy. He said, don't matter, you give him credit because he lifted it successfully, though. The fuck? I don't know what you're talking about. You talking about Earl? I'm not giving him credit for that shit because he ain't fought nobody either, just like Bud. He ain't fought no fucking body. Sanctus said, man, they can't refute them facts. See, I know they can't. That's why they hate to love me, but I love me. I love me some me in my T.O. voice. God damn it. I know they can't refute the shit. That's why they keep coming back, Sanctus. He said, po boy, he ain't lived shit that hadn't been lifted, player. Exactly. I mean, if you want to call beating Keith Thurman leftovers and scraps and you understand what I'm saying? Heavy lifting, I mean, by any means. I mean, you're entitled to your fucking opinion, but don't try to convince any objective and logical, unbiased boxing fan otherwise, because we gonna check you on that dumb shit, Poetic. Stop it. 7 Central said, yeah, no lie. That's the reason I subscribe. I remember when you dropped your first Earl Ducking vid. What you think about Oscar Valdez? I think Oscar Valdez is a fucking cheat. I feel like he should have been suspended. I also feel like he lost that fight. I watched the fight from start to finish. And I feel like, oh boy, even though he started losing some steam, I feel like he won enough rounds earlier in the fight to win that fight. But we all know what happened. And it is what it is. Hopefully he get a rematch. But even if he get a rematch, he going to have to knock Oscar out. Because if not, then they going to give Rap the fucking fight for him, obviously. Give me a second, y'all. Let me get some water. But yeah, I shook up the motherfucking world, 7 Central, when I dropped that shit. When I did that documentary on that motherfucker ducking like that, I shook up the YouTube world. I know it. I don't get my credit, but it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Shout out to O. I ain't never seen you before. Make sure you hit that like button and sub up if you don't mind. He said double what he made with Spence. That is a fact. Shout out to my boy, one of my most loyal supporters on YouTube, Davey fucking John in the building. He said, E-Thriller, my guy, facts. You been on it. I appreciate it, my brother. I appreciate you for stopping by and pulling up. Okay, y'all just going back and forth. Let me say, well, okay. He said, nah, fam, no channel, but I love and appreciate the invite. Yeah, man, you need to get your shit popping, bro. I mean, anybody with this kind of knowledge, you need to be talking. We need more of you, like, you know, out here on YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? Saying that real shit. I encourage anybody that know the sport of boxing that's unbiased and objective, you know, and if you're going to be biased, just say it. Like I say all the time, I don't like fucking Ryan Garcia. So if you ask me some shit about him, I'm not going to be objective about it. I'm going to tell you beforehand, I don't like Ryan Kardashian. Oops, I meant Garcia. I don't like the Charlos. Even though I pulled for Jamel to beat Castano, he let me down. He lost, but I don't like the motherfucker, but I will tell you who I don't like. You understand what I'm saying? We just need more people to do that. Silas King said they are going to say the same thing as they did with Kel. He is out of his prime. Laugh out loud. Spence fans full of excuses. I can see that. I can see that, Silence King. I can hear it a mile away. They're going to say, oh, he's a commentator. He's only been focused on podcasting. He was doing some shit with Triller. Like, they're going to come up with something with Shawn Porter. Just watch. Just wait on it. Just wait on it. Bud would make an example of Porter. I can't fucking wait. I can't wait. Shout out to DJ Wynn. He said, when Bud beat Porter, that should open up the fight. Ooh, guys, get the strap, then call out Earl again. Let's see what excuse will the big couple have. Ooh, okay. I like that. I like that, DJ Wynn. I like that. I like that, bro. Good point. He said, yes, sir. He said, when Bud get the strap from Ugas, I bet you Earl will still duck Bud. Yeah, I'm one of the people that don't think the fight is going to happen. You know, that's one of the reasons why I stopped making a video. Like, I don't think it's going to happen, so I ain't going to waste my fucking time. You know, I don't see it happening, bro. He said, Lee Cannon said, I've been catching your videos, but I just been missing your lives, been working and traveling, fam. I understand, bro. Be safe out there, bro. Be safe out there. I appreciate you for tapping in, man, whenever you can. I know it's hectic out here. There's a lot of shit going on, bro. So I know people got kids and kids going back to school with this shit still. Like, there's a lot of shit going on. Sanctus said Earl persona was built on sparring. They ran with it. I totally agree. I totally agree with that. Spence is a disgrace to boxing. Yeah, I mean, Spence, he switched up on us, bro, because I was rocking with Earl when he was chasing Keith Thurman with the ponytail, but something happened along the way. I don't know if it was that motherfucker that's 5'8", 5'9", 147 soaking wet, man from the Omaha, Nebraska. Whenever he stepped up to 147, I mean, the fucking light just switched. You know, with Earl, you know, he went from, you know, wanting all the smoke to shit. Hey, I'm gonna go the easier route. So that's when I started getting on Earl, because I'm like, well, wait a minute. You, the same shit that you was upset about Keith Thurman for, you're turning around and doing it to Terence Crawford. All he wants is a shot. He just want to go up against the best. The same way you wanted Danny, the same way you wanted fucking Shawn when they was Xing you out, and Keith. It ain't no different. So why would you turn around and play politics whenever it comes to Terence Bud Crawford? But I digress. I'm tired of talking about that shit. David John said, I just hope they don't make excuses when the ref stopped the fight in the 7th round. Oh, okay. So you got to go in 7. Okay. I'm still laughing when Spence stopped calling himself the boogeyman. That is another fucking fact. DJ Wynn. Hey, boy, hey, that's a fact. He went from the boogeyman to the big fish, right? He went to the big fish. He ain't the boogeyman no more, because we all know who the real fucking boogeyman at 147. He resides in Omaha, because I told y'all once before, and like I said before in my Floyd Mayweather voice, all roads lead back to Omaha, Nebraska, because this man is in prime position to take his career by the horns now that he only has one fight left at Top Rank. I just pray to God he makes the right move. The only way I can see, or the only way I would be okay with Terence Crawford re-signing with Top Rank is if Bob Arum say, look, man, I'm going to give you 10 to 11 million guaranteed, whether you're on pay-per-view or not. That's the only way I'm going to say I get it, bud. I mean, $10 million, 11 million guaranteed. I mean, who can turn that down? Even if it's, I'm not turning it down. I'm not going to lie. And I'm a very stubborn, proudful individual, but I'm not turning that shit down, bro. Hey, yo, shout out to my boy Ross Hickey for the motherfucking cash out. Hey, this is the second time you can cash out me, bro. Y'all know I don't beg for money on the show. So if y'all want to do that, I really wholeheartedly appreciate it. Shout out to Ross Hickey once again for dropping $15 on your boy E Thriller. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate that, man. That goes a long way. That goes a long way. Seven Citrus said, my nigga did a whole last dance just for this nigga Spence ducking. Let's say TC gets undisputed, but can't get Earl after all that. What you want to see him do next? Well, that's a hell of a question, bro. I would love to see Terence Bud Crawford fight Josh Taylor. I would also love to see Terence Bud Crawford go up against Victor Ortiz. And I hope y'all sitting down for this, because, see, this is the thing about us fucking Terence Crawford fans. We don't duck smoke. We invite smoke. We want to see how great our guy is. I would love for Terence Bud Crawford to step up to the plate and try to solve Jerron, Boots, Ennis. I want Bud to go through Shawn Porter. I want him to double back and get Josh Taylor, 2 former undisputed champions at 140, right? And then once he get done doing that, go get Virgil Ortiz, and then after Virgil, beat Boots and retire from the sport of boxing because he will have nothing left to prove. So that is my personal wish list, 7 Central. That's a hell of a question, bro. I appreciate you. Sanctus said, laugh my ass off at Ron Kardashian. Wow, yeah. I call him that because he just love attention, bro. I would never forgive him because look, I was turning into a fan. Sanctus, when he went on Mike Tyson podcast and saying, oh, I'm gonna knock Tank out and Teofimo, you should fight Devin and the winner out of y'all to face me and Tank. I'm thinking, okay, this young motherfucker coming in and shaking up the sport of boxing. I like what I'm hearing. But then for him to double back and say, I want to fight my idol. I have an opportunity to fight my hero in Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. And then it went from that to an exhibition, back from an exhibition to a regular fight. And then Oscar came out and said he was capping the whole fucking time. I lost all respect for Ryan Kardashian. Oops, I'm in Garcia with his capping ass. So that's why I don't like him. Shout out to my boy Latch Puma Skills. He said, what up, E-Thriller? What's popping, my G? How you feeling, man? I appreciate you for tapping in, bro. He said he chose the easy route. Facts. We ain't giving him credit for that shit. You know, we ain't giving him credit for doing all this so-called heavy fucking lifting. No, did nobody tell you to go bench 245? I didn't tell you to go run these fucking I didn't tell you to do none of that. All we wanted as boxing fans, objective and unbiased boxing fans, was for you to give us the shit that we wanted. Because I was all with Earl. I was all in on Earl. I'm from Dallas. What the fuck? I feel like he made us look bad with the ducking shit. You understand what I'm saying? It is what it is. So I have to hold him accountable. Why are you avoiding the toughest competition? Because you weren't doing it before. So why do it when Terence Bud Crawford show up to 147? I will fucking wait. I get a tad bit emotional talking. I apologize, y'all. I'm sweating and shit. I feel like Michael Irvin right now. Shout out to my boy Ross Hickey again for that fucking cash out, bro. I really appreciate it. He said, isn't Bud older than all of those guys? Spence is a fabricated boogeyman. And when was the last time Shawn knocked someone out? We know for sure he will never outbox Bud. And that is why I don't see any way he can win outside of a cut or a headbutting Bud. And, any shit like that can happen in boxing. Anything can happen. But I think Terence Bud Crawford is experienced enough to know how to get out of those fucking inopportune situations. You follow me? So he ain't going to be laying on the ropes. He ain't going to let Shawn come in. And matter of fact, Terence Bud Crawford is a pretty strong, the nigga used to wrestle. Are you kidding me? Is Shawn Porter think he going to come in and muscle Terence Bud Crawford? I think not. But this is my personal opinion. I could be wrong. I'm not a motherfucker that think I know everything. But I just feel strongly about my personal opinion. That's all. Shout out to my dog, the OG, the motherfucker that set the precedence on Facebook. I was in his group. I seen it built from the ground up. Shout out to my big bro, Mr. 214, Mr. Undeniable, IOTBA Boxing Talk. Make sure y'all stop what the fuck y'all doing. Even if you listen to me. Stop what y'all doing and go sub up to IOTBA Boxing Talk. I listen to the nigga every day. To me, he's the best. That's just my personal opinion. You understand what I'm saying? And I ain't capping just because we from Dallas. I feel like he's the best. Fuck it. He said, E-Thriller, what's up, big dog? Glad I caught you, big dog. I appreciate you, OG. Appreciate you for stopping by, bro. And if you're going live, bro, hey, I get the notifications. I'm tapping in with you, bro. I appreciate it. Mondi Mitsali, I don't know how to say your name. He said, listening, I apologize for that. He said, listening to E-Thriller all the way in South Africa. Oh, shit. Hey, babe, I got niggas listening to me in South Africa now. Oh, shit. You just made my night. Oh, my God. Hey, man, I got to leave that shit up, bro. Hey, shout out to everybody in the motherfucking motherland, man. I see you. Hey, man, hey, you just made my night, bro. I gotta call my mama on that shit. I ain't gonna count. Shout out to you, man. Mondi, shout out to you, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button too. 7 Central said no Terence versus Canelo. Nah, he too small, bro. He too small. See, I'm not gonna get besides myself. I'm not gonna get besides myself. I think maybe Bud can move up to 154 and hold his own. Maybe. I think he can, but 160, 165, 168, I think that's a tad bit too much from a guy coming from 135. You know, that's my personal opinion. Ross Hickey said, Boots passes the eye test, but I hold my opinion until he passes a real test in the ring. That's fair. That's fair because, hey, man, I'm going to tell you, that eye test is a motherfucker because Boots, this dude, the way he switches, like, it's not even like, it's so organic, Rossi. Like, the way he go from orthodox to southpaw and how he can, you know, throw the left uppercut and weave. And I think the only weakness I can see thus far in his game from all of the fights I've watched is his fighting on the inside. He tends to get a little loose and he keeps his chin up in the air. And I would much rather see for him to keep that left hand or the right hand up, depending on, you know, what stance he in, you know, to kind of, you know, he just needs to become a better defender. But offensively, he reminds me of Roy Jones. I ain't even gonna lie. I said it a long time ago. He reminds me of a fucking Roy Jones Jr. That's my opinion, Ross Hickey. But yeah, you're right though. Shout out to my boy, my big homie, Brian Mackey. He said, what it do, E-Thriller? What's popping, bro? As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and drop this fucking link, man. I know I'm tired of talking. I'm ready to hear y'all. Let me see. Let me go ahead and drop the link. All right, the link in the chat, y'all. Go ahead and click on that link, Brian. You already know, man. You always welcome. Sancta said, facts. When you support a fighter, you want him to take on a prime Ali or a prime Tyson, even if he weighs 105. Laugh out loud. True supporters are silly like that. Our guy can't lose. Yeah, you make a point, but I don't want to put Bud against Canelo. But you know, Canelo is my second favorite fighter, so you know, I just think you're too small, Sanctus. He too small, bro. Yeah, I'm from Dallas, bro. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely in my Floyd Mayweather voice. Facts. Born and raised. Yes, sir. Sanctus says, shout out to them true Dallas boxing fans. You have a lot of fighters to be proud of. Earl needs to rep Dallas like Dallas. Yeah, man. Yeah, he let me down, bro. He let me down. I ain't gonna lie. That's one of the reasons why I go so hard on him. Like, fuck all that. You got to get in there and prove yourself like you wanted Keith to do. Because we can't get on Keith and then turn around and give you a fucking pass. That's been my entire point. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to my big homie. He said, IOTBA, make sure y'all go sub now. Y'all go sub. Go sub up to his channel, man. He go hard. He said, thanks for the compliment, big dog. Salute. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's facts, bro. That's my personal opinion. I think you're the best. For sure. Man, I just dropped the link. God damn, man, let me go ahead and bring this ignorant motherfucker on. Poetic, man, you live on the chat with your boy, man. Talk to me.
Talking all that motherfucking bullshit, bro.
Hey, man, you know I'm gonna pop my shit.
I agree. I agree. Listen, I'm good. I'm doing fine. Hope y'all good too. Listen, yes, I agree with everything you say. You know, I want everybody to know y'all be talking shit about Errol Spence fans all the time. I'm an unbiased Errol Spence fan. I do believe that Terence Crawford.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I hate to cut you off. You are one of the very few unbiased Errol Spence fans. But go ahead.
Yeah, so but my thing is, it really fucking irritates me.
Hold on. Somebody got some feedback. Hold on, Poet. Let me mute somebody. Hold on. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, it really irritates me that you can't be a fan of nobody nowadays.
Unbiased Errol Spence fans, but go ahead. Hey, bro, somebody got some feedback. Hold on. Somebody got some feedback. Hold on, Poet.
Yo, I think that's me.
Who is it? Is that Sanctus?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna mute you, bro. Go ahead, Poetic.
Yeah, you can't even be a fan of nobody no more. Like, okay, you can't be a fan of LeBron. If it's basketball, you can only be a fan of fucking Kobe and Jordan shit. If it's fucking boxing, you can only be a fan of fucking Terrence and fucking Tyson.
Why you can't be a fan of LeBron? Why you can't be a fan of LeBron?
Because if you're a fan of LeBron, if you're a fan of LeBron, you get talk shit up. If people talk shit about you, say you a fucking LeBron tard and say all these little stupid names, little retards and all that little stupid shit. Can't do it. Can't be a fan of Errol Spence. You're a fan of Errol Spence. You ain't shit. And you what LeBron Errol Spence sexuals, all that stupid. Can't be a fan of nobody no more. If you ain't a fan of the main people, you ain't a fan of nobody no more. Then this another point that's very stupid to me. So y'all say that Errol Spence took the easy route. Okay, he took the easy route.
Ain't that what he said?
On the same,
Wait a minute.
No,
Ain't
yes,
that what he said?
That's what he said.
Okay, go ahead.
That's what he said. And we all have to agree. Technically, yes, he did do the easy route because some of his fights was like, it ain't really no heavy lifting. You know what I'm saying? But y'all did just say that he was doing the heavy lifting. You said that ain't nobody. You compared him going the easy route to saying, "Oh, ain't nobody actually do that heavy lifting." So how is him going the easy route? Unless you just worded that wrong because you were just talking.
No, I know what the hold on. I know what the fuck I said. Did nobody ask him to go fight all these fighters before he want to fight Terence Crawford?
Okay, so what's the hard route? Wait a minute.
You asked me a question. Can I answer it?
Yeah, because I'm trying to say what I got to say.
Okay. You asked me a question, right? So what I'm saying is, did nobody ask Earl to go do all this heavy lifting? What Bud and Bob did on that night when they pulled up at the Maurice Hooker fight, they wanted to make the fight then and there. He the one that said, "Oh well, I'm gonna fight this person. I'm gonna fight that person." Nah, Al didn't mention you. You ain't like nobody asked him to do that. So why would we give him a pass as objective boxing fans? I'll wait.
They wanted to make the fight then and there.
Bro, can you
the one that said, "Oh."
You said what? Go ahead, bro. I don't know why that shit keep coming off. Go ahead.
I understand the shit he said was some weak shit and it was some ducking shit. All I ever said towards that one topic, as far as him saying bullshit, and I'm talking about before the accident, all that shit he said after the accident, we talking some, I don't know why Terence Crawford showed up to my fight. We all know that's no excuses. But the shit that happened at that fight when he had that red fit on and Terence had that black fit with the Timberland boots, they was just talking shit. I'm not going to hold any man credible for just talking shit, bro. That's just me. I done said a lot of shit just talking shit, including in the text messages with your ass. I be saying dumb shit just to fucking say it.
You always say dumb shit, but I'm used to it, Poetic. It's cool.
So what the fuck? Just talking shit. Just talking shit. I done told my brother I was gonna rip his fucking skin off and eat it and feed it to our sisters before. I mean,
okay.
He's just talking shit.
Well, hold on, Poetic. Hold on. In fairness, I gotta let Sanctus cook. This is his first time on the chat with E-Thriller talk to me. Then I'm going to Brian.
It's cool.
Hey, yo, Sanctus, you live, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's some feedback though. Go ahead.
First and foremost, I'd like to take time and thank you for the invite.
Absolutely. Damn, bro, is that you with the feedback? I want to let people hear what you got to say.
Yeah, I wanted to go back and touch a little bit on Poetic talking.
Hey, yo, Sanctus, I can't really hear you, bro, because there's feedback in your audio, bro. I can hear my playback.
I think that might be me. I'm not sure.
You listening to it on your phone or a computer?
Go back and touch a little bit on Poetic talking.
Can you hear me?
Hey, yo, Sanctus, I can't really hear you, bro, because feedback in your audio.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go to Brian, man. Hey, Sanctus, dial out, bro, and call back in, bro. Go ahead, Brian.
Hey, what's up, E? What's up?
Hey, man.
What's up, baby?
Hey, man. People been looking for you, big bro.
I'm looking for him too, man. I'm looking for him too. With Lennar ass at.
I don't know where he is. He said drop the link, but he ain't nowhere to be found.
I know that's right. I know that's. What's up, Poetic, man? What's up with you?
Yeah, he on mute, bro.
He on mute too.
Yeah,
okay. Hey, man, what you got? Some ribs over there, man? Some grilled chicken, man? What the hell you got over there, man? You know, you cooking like shit tonight.
Oh man, hey man, honestly, I ain't ate shit. I appreciate that though. I like that setup.
You cooking, baby. You cooking over that motherfucker tonight, man. Yeah,
hey,
man.
I tried.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Y'all hit the like button for E, man. Y'all hit the like button, man, and help it out, man. Yeah, you in there cooking tonight, man. I don't think nobody could say. I wanted to hear what Sanctus had to say, and Poetic. I don't know. Sometimes, man, he go. I don't know, man. What's going on, man? Well, but at the end of the day, man, we got to fight. Bottom line, we got to fight.
Yes.
You hear me?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like you. I didn't think that we was gonna get that fight. You know what I mean? Like you, hey, I was wrong, man. I didn't think I was gonna get that fight, but we got that fight, and we're gonna see what it do. I also agree with you that I believe Shawn Porter gonna get stopped, man. I believe we're gonna get stopped.
What round you got it? I said 9 to 10 rounds. What round?
I said 10 or 11, man. The championship rounds, man. He gonna get stopped. You know what I mean? He gonna get stopped, man. That's how I feel, man. Cause that style, he can't box Crawford. You know what I mean? He can't box him. He can't box him, man. So his best chance is to try to smother Crawford. Get up on him, smother him, do all that he can do. But Crawford can fight on the back foot. He got that motherfucking jab when he time you, because believe me, he gonna catch that timing after about 3 rounds.
Yeah,
he gonna time him. And when he time him and he got that jab right in his face, it's gonna be all over. From round about 4-5 on to the end of the fight, that's when you're gonna see everything come into play. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this, Brian, not to cut you off. Do you
Sure.
think Bud gonna come out as orthodox or southpaw?
Orthodox.
Okay.
I think he's gonna come out orthodox. Yeah, I think he's gonna come out orthodox. That's just my thing. I mean, he might come out southpaw. You never tell with Bud. You know what I mean?
He can do it when you that fucking raw and nice with skills. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
He can do whatever you want to do in the ring.
Yeah. So I think he's gonna come out orthodox, and then go ahead and get him up there with that southpaw stance, like he do. But he switch up so much, you never know where he gonna come from. A lot of times he start off southpaw, and then just stay in it sometimes, just depend on the fight. So I don't know exactly what game plan he gonna use. I think they're gonna come out orthodox, man. So I think he's gonna time him like Kell Brook was timing him early on. You know what I mean? Because that's what Kell Brook was doing. He was timing his ass coming in. Porter was running straight into that damn jab, and then he would hold him up, get him up off you, get his space, do the same thing, tag, man. And I'm like, I see that whole game plan being, remixed one more time again. So, we shall see, man. But I'm just glad we got the fight, man, to be honest with you. I'm glad we got the fight. I heard that Bob Arum funded for, he paid the whole fucking $10 million.
Yeah, that's what it's an ESPN plus pay-per-view event. So it sounds like Bob. Yeah, I don't know why he being so generous, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, way I look at it, man, shit. I mean, you got Eddie Hearn over there, man.
Yeah, because Eddie did say he was gonna bid on the fight. I mentioned that. So I think that's what made this fight happen, really.
Yeah, he can talk all the shit he want to about Bud, man. But at the end of the day, man, he don't really want Bud to go nowhere.
He said
he talking that shit.
Did you see him say that at the Oscar Valdez fight?
Nah, I missed that.
He said Terence can do whatever he want to do, but I would love to have him stay.
Yeah,
I would pull it up, but I don't want to get my shit
straight. Yeah. So Bud getting 6, Porter getting 4.
Yep.
And it's a pay-per-view. So, they also gonna get a little piece of the cut on the back end.
Yes, sir.
It's amazing how they say, Crawford ain't no money maker and Porter ain't shit and this, that, and the other.
Right.
But, he got $2 million for fighting Earl. Now he got 4.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't believe it, bro. I really can't believe they get that much. I can't.
Yeah. There's a lot probably going on in the back that we don't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? As far as who getting what cuts, this, that, and the other, what percentages, pay-per-views, gates. I know some other shit on the back end because I know Al didn't just give up Porter and say, all right, you get the $4 million and they not getting nothing. So I don't know, if he fronted the 10, who knows how the back end pay-per-view gonna go. But we shall see.
Yeah, man. Hey, Poetic, man, you had a beef with Brian earlier today. Go ahead.
Man, well, we ain't talk about the NBA though. So
hey, man, go ahead and say what you got to say, bro. You've been asking for this man. Now that this man is on here, now you want to act all play snob. Go ahead.
Well, because I want to stay on topic. Sometimes.
No, you can get off topic. This is my show. You got permission to get off topic.
Okay, let's talk
Go
about
ahead.
NBA. We can do a live because of course I'm gonna have to get all the videos that I need, get all the stats and data and all the stuff that I need, so I can tell y'all, right? I will expose the fucking 90s, and I will prove that all these fucking older people just can't let go of the fucking 90s and do everybody in each era that is older, that was younger in the previous era, always try to discredit the current era. Now, the only things that I'm gonna tell Brian right now about the 90s of NBA and everybody else, and now everything that I'm about to say is 100% true. It's not a fucking lie. It actually fucking happened. So what's the fucking issue if it actually fucking happened? Other than y'all trying to hold on to y'all fucking gods of basketball, right? Let me ask you this question. Now, in my opinion, all Jordan's fucking defensive titles and defensive fucking player of the year, all that shit is fucking, it don't hold all too much weight, just like Kevin Durant's championship, right? Because who did? Let me ask you a question. What players did I'm about to say Jeff Hardy. What players did Michael Jordan have to guard? It's like, damn, he really locked him up. Just answer that one question real quick so I can keep going.
I can answer it. Do you want me to answer?
I want you to name. Listen.
Are you asking me or Brian?
Now listen. Hold up. Stop cutting me off. I want
You asked the question, Poetic. Goddamn. Go ahead.
I'm trying to finish saying it. I want you to name. I want to be very specific. I want you to name me players that are on the offensive skill. I don't give a fuck about their defense. I want you to name players that Jordan locked up that are on the offensive skill set of what LeBron currently has to go against. Please.
Are you asking me or Brian?
Any of y'all, because E3.
Okay.
Nobody care about that little video you had playing a fifth grader. E-Thriller. Yeah.
First of all, they play two different positions. First of all,
that don't matter.
It's a 2 and a 3. Hold up, but you said
you asked him a question. Can you answer?
They play to do two different positions. First of all, but who is LeBron checking that you consider is all that he got to lock up?
Well, I don't hold LeBron to no defensive thing because don't nobody claim he's this great defensive person, but everybody claims that Jordan is just so defensively great. That's when the facts say otherwise.
So who's those people you speaking of?
That LeBron has to play against?
Yeah.
LeBron got to play against people like Steph. I'm not saying LeBron is locking anybody up. But the narrative is that Jordan was a great defensive player and he would lock up some of these other players.
Jordan was a great defensive player.
Absolutely.
I don't hear that shit, man.
Go ahead.
So, but if you're a great defensive player, who did you have to guard?
Who's the guys you talking about though? Hold up. Who's the guys you talking about? Who's the guys you talking about in today's game that you saying the LeBron or whatever has to lock up or play against? Is that what you saying?
Brian,
is it playing again?
Brian, we have phones. We know about the NBA these days. Please don't try to have me name all these players in the current era that all these players have to try to guard defensively. I do not have to do that. We already know. So please just tell me.
So if you just talking about
who did Jordan have to guard?
So I'm just trying to get it so we can have an even kill here. Instead of just naming names, because I know how you go, Poetic. The minute I name somebody, you be like, oh nah, man, he was a goddamn point guard, man. He ain't had to do that. Or he was a 3. Jordan didn't have to guard that guy. That's why I asked you, who are you speaking of in today's game in which they had to guard this guy in reference, like you said, LeBron, because I'll start naming names.
Okay, listen. Yeah, listen. Okay, now, just for the record, I'm not saying that LeBron or anybody in this era is great defensively, okay? I'm not saying that, nor am I. I'm just saying, I'm just comparing the players on offense today to the people they had to guard back then. He's talking what drugs. Okay, so just name the players. Who did Jordan have to guard?
My boy KLC. Who is that in reference to, Kel? He said, what drugs this dude smoke?
He's talking to me. He's talking to me.
Hold up. Okay. If you want to go old school, right? Okay. We could just go ahead and start with, when you say Jordan, let's just say Jordan.
Yes,
okay.
Who he had to guard?
Okay. First of all, he had to go through Isaiah and Dumas. And I'm going to give you a point. And that's the whole bad boy shit. He couldn't do that because that's how good the motherfuckers was off the break. Okay. You had Magic. You had Bird. The whole 9. The whole best NBA Olympic team ever was the 90s.
Okay, so that's my point.
Okay.
Let me
Clyde Drexler. Okay. So
right.
I mean,
right. Let me say something about that though. So we not gonna blame Jordan for losing all the years in the 80s because he was going against all those legendary teams. Yes, I just want a yes or no. Yes or no, please. Just yes or no.
You said we're not gonna do what?
So we're not gonna discredit Jordan because he was playing against all those legendary teams in the 80s, correct? Yes or no?
Discredit him. No.
Okay, but listen.
Hold on, Brian.
Jordan,
I got it. Hold on, Poetic.
Jordan is going to get a
Go ahead.
Jordan, just answer yes or no so I can fully explain myself. Jordan is going to get a pass because you can't hold him for not. He didn't have a team around him in the majority of the 80s, and he was going against legendary teams, so he gets a pass. Correct, right? I agree with that, right?
Yeah, as a team, no, they couldn't beat those guys.
Okay, so you say yes. So why do motherfuckers discredit motherfuckers in this current era, and LeBron is the main one where when he was with the fucking Cavs and he did not have a real fucking team around him, he had a great team. They were great defensively. But the motherfuckers that they didn't even average, 15 points a game? His second best player barely averaged 15 points a game.
Okay. So first of all,
but LeBron,
okay, hold on. No, let me answer that. Hold up, let me answer that. Because let me answer that. Me personally, as an old head, as y'all call, I don't discredit LeBron for going over there and playing with Miami, because that's where you seemed like he was going. Like, okay, they want to penalize and discredit him. And you know why? Because if you want to go back in NBA history to win a fucking championship, nobody does it by themselves. There's not one fucking all-star or one guy who does it by themselves. If you want to talk about the Lakers teams, you had motherfucking Magic, you had Kareem, you had Worthy, and he was playing against Bird, McHale, and Parrish. You want to go to Jordan didn't do it without Pippen. Okay, you have to have another motherfucking all-star and another motherfucking guy besides you to get there. Ask my boy Allen Iverson. Ask my boy Patrick Ewing. Ask motherfucking Charles Barkley. David Robinson didn't get that motherfucking ship until he got Tim Duncan. So over there in Cleveland, it was LeBron. That's it. So all that shit, yeah, he had to go over there to get a ship. That's what he had to do. He had to merge with somebody. So as an old head, I didn't have no problem with him doing that. That's what you got to do. You can't win shit by yourself.
Poetic, can I chime in? Poetic, my hand is raised. Can I chime in real quick? And I'll let you take it.
Yeah, my bad.
Thank you, sir. You asked the question of who did Michael Jordan ever have to lock up?
Yes.
Well, whenever he came back to the Wizards, he played against Vince Carter. And I don't know if you remember this. Hold on. Can I make my point? Can I make my fucking point? He played against Vince Carter, who at the time was one of the top 5 best wings in the fucking league. There was Kobe, there was T-Mac, there was fucking Vince, there was Paul Pierce. Those were, and Allen Iverson, right? And Ray Allen, right? You follow me? Michael Jordan held that motherfucker to like 10 points in a game at 38, 39 years old. This is Vince Carter in his prime. But go ahead. And you can fact check me on that. Go look it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go look that up because I don't.
Yeah, go look. Yeah. I know.
See, you young boys see what you see, and then y'all.
Don't see what I see, but
y'all see what y'all see.
But listen, Poetic, I do agree with some of your points because I do feel like the older generation, whenever it comes to basketball, bigs up the 80s and the 90s to the point where like they act like them niggas can't lose. So I agree with you on that. But as far as saying Jordan can't defend. No, I don't agree with that.
When did I say that?
When you said who did he have to guard?
Yes, meaning who did he have to guard? I never said that he was.
You act like the talent in the 80s and 90s was lesser.
I feel like Jordan is a great, exceptional team defensive player. If Jordan were to fucking,
he was a great on-ball defender. Poetic.
He a good on like coach.
He did it all, bro. Do you not know this man won an MVP? And defensive player of the year in the same season.
Okay, but listen, his team was great. He was in such a good fucking. He was probably
that team wasn't great in 1988.
No, I'm talking about during the championships when he got his defensive player of the years and shit. He had great defensive players on that team that allowed him to do so much on the defensive end, bro. Like come on, bro. That man had fucking Rod. He had fucking Scotty, he had all these niggas that can lock niggas up. Jordan ain't have to do that much.
Scotty and them lock niggas up, but not Jordan.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask y'all this question. So, Thriller, can you pull up a video? Can I send you a link on your phone through the text messages? And I want you to play the video. And we can
I can't really play too many videos, Poetic, because I might get flagged. But go ahead.
Oh no, this is a video like somebody made, so it's not. Well, actually, yeah, because
I'm gonna get flagged if it's a YouTube video.
Okay, well, I'm gonna send you a link. I'm gonna send you a link in text message. You can watch it. I don't even know if you're gonna watch it because you say you busy.
I'm gonna watch it. But go ahead, make your point,
bro. I promise y'all, bro. Anybody can go on YouTube right now, or I can drop the fucking link of the video in the chat, bro, and y'all can watch this fucking video. And y'all can see that the defense was not that great.
Fuck all that. Fuck all that.
Man, hold on,
Brian. I'm sorry, bro. Hold on, Brian. Hey, fuck all that poetic. My brother Nino want to know, dude, where them gloves at?
Bro, I told and this. Let me tell you something. See,
he asked you a question. I mean, that's between you and him.
Listen. I am still going to buy the gloves, but niggas got other shit. Niggas buying land and buying septic tanks and buying.
But you do realize you said this 3 weeks ago, right?
I haven't been even.
How much land are you buying, my brother?
Busy.
Because you are the one that's saying
thinking about it. I
Okay,
haven't
okay.
even been thinking about it because I've been busy. But I will buy the fucking gloves. It's not no big deal.
You got that, Nino?
I'm gonna buy them. That don't mean I'm gonna buy them just the next day, nigga. Like damn, nigga got shit to do. As soon as
Hey, yo, the man said he's busy. Okay, so he's gonna buy.
I haven't even bought no fucking. Y'all act like ain't like I'm buying shit.
Go ahead, Brian. My bad.
But
bro.
I am gonna buy it though, and it's good y'all reminded me because I did forget, bro. Honestly.
I noticed. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say one thing.
Go look up how much a septic tank costs, then come back to me, okay?
Yes, sir. I will do. Go ahead, bro.
I'm trying to tell you all this shit you was talking about today's game. I mean, to get today's players and all this, right?
Today's game is harder than back then.
Get the fuck out of here.
Let me ask you this question: How many teams?
Get the fuck out of here.
Listen. Y'all claim that in the 80s, all these fucking teams. Now he gonna say I can tell he young, brother. My stepdad had NBA pass when I was in high school. All through fucking high school, I was watching a whole bunch of fucking games from the fucking 80s and 90s. It's probably like less than 100 games I didn't fucking watch. I can screenshot his fucking catalog on NBA on his NBA pass thing for the NBA app, and I can prove to you that I watched all them fucking games, nigga. And
so what they got to do with anything?
Now listen.
What is
in
your
those
point?
fucking game. Now listen. And
we listening. You ain't making no point, poetic. Go ahead.
I am making a point that I seen. My main point that I just said right now is that I did see that shit. I watched all those games with fucking NBA pass. You can watch every fucking game ever known to fucking man since video been here. So stop acting like ain't nobody see that shit.
So you mean to tell me, okay, since the 90s, they've opened the fucking lane up. You get 3-second defenses. These are new rules.
The lane is only one aspect.
Hold up. You said it was easier now. I mean, it was fucking easier then. Okay, you can fucking stay in the fucking lane. Then there was no 3-second defenses. They done opened up all that shit, and all these motherfuckers do is jack threes. And you want to tell me that the game is easier back then? When you had motherfuckers clogging in the lanes. I'm talking about big, real physical 6'10", 7 foot motherfucker.
Hell no, them niggas was not.
Who the fuck is physical in the league now?
Listen.
Who goes down low? Who can fuck with Shaq? Who can fuck with Kareem?
Bro,
who can fuck with
later?
What you mean? He was in the 90s. What are you talking about?
Shaq came later though.
Shaq was in the Jordan area. What are you talking about? When Shaq came in the league, he was doing shit. He ran into the Bulls, and Dennis Rodman locked his ass up. And he even said, "What are you talking about?" Dennis Rodman was the Bulls.
You just said when you came to the lane, all that tough defense getting knocked on your ass shit is more so prevalent in the 80s.
That's harder. That's harder. That's the Jordan era.
So this is
you go down the lane, there's a motherfucker waiting for you to knock your goddamn block off. When you go down the lane now, there's no motherfuckers down there.
That's true, but that's
what are you talking about?
That is a dramatized statement.
That's not no dramatized.
Shit, bro.
No, it's not.
So let me ask you this question. So if a 6'6", 210 guy can do all that shit, which is Jordan, he's 6'6", 210. He can do that. He can go in the lane and get his points, right? He can do the perimeter and get his points, right? You telling me that a fucking 6'8", 6'9", 260 dude that's probably faster and is probably more athletic in his prime than fucking Jordan, you telling me he can do that same shit in the fucking 90s? Are you?
So why don't they do it? So tell me something. Why they don't do it?
Because nobody has a time machine to go back and fucking do it.
No. Why they don't do it now?
What you mean?
You talking? They don't do it now. You got 6'10" motherfuckers shooting threes.
So now you gonna act like LeBron. So now you got.
What are you talking about?
Everybody shoots threes. The game evolves. What you mean?
What you mean, everybody? No, there was 6'10" motherfuckers in the Jordan. What do you look? All the centers was in the Jordan era.
Yes, it was center. It was center based. A lot of that stuff was center. The centers were very prevalent.
I can agree with that. It was more post oriented. That is a fact.
Nowadays, and this is another thing. Why was it post orientated? Because the guards they didn't have no crossover moves.
No, get the fuck. Isaiah Thomas was the motherfucker. What are you serious right now? You talk about Tim Hardaway
Listen.
who made the damn crossover?
No,
The
you
Utah
gotta let me
two-step.
explain, bro.
Are you got to be crazy?
No, that's
no
not what I'm
crossover
saying.
move?
That's
You
not
talking
what
about
I'm
Showtime,
saying.
goddamn Magic Johnson?
That's not
Are you
what
serious?
I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. And
Hey, my nigga Kush in the chat said you tripping. He said you
no,
tripping.
I'm not tripping. Y'all just emotional.
And Nino
Y'all
called you Glove Gate.
emotional. Y'all
Tell me something.
emotional
Your
about
new
a man
name is
that
Glove
said
Gate.
Who handles it? Who's
y'all
handling
are
it, crossing somebody over right
Y'all
now?
are emotional about
Why do we have to be
look what
emotional
he
about
said.
it? You
Nah,
brought
hold
this
up, time
topic
out,
up. We
time
didn't
out.
bring
Nah,
this
fuck
shit
this,
up.
fuck this. Nah, fuck this. Look what he said. Nino on the go said he's a pilgrim buying land. Well, my brother, when they cut the grids off and y'all can't do shit and y'all stranded, don't call me motherfucker.
Hold on. Stop the presses. Hold on.
Yeah.
Stop the presses. My boy Lee Cannon, I appreciate that motherfucking cash out, bro. I really appreciate that, bro. Salute. Go ahead, Poetic.
Man, y'all dudes crazy. Y'all don't even want to hear nobody out, bro.
Why we gotta be crazy?
No.
Wait a minute, bro. See, this is the shit that give me with Poetic.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Can I speak? Can I speak, Poetic?
I mean, I can't really say nothing, but okay.
Okay, well, thank you, sir. Like I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted. Hey, Brian, see, this is the shit that killed me with Poetic. He's saying that we being
time out. No, I gotta cut you off.
He won't let me talk. Okay.
He won't let me talk.
He won't let me talk.
This man said poetic is really 5'2" and 360. Nigga, I'm 6'2" and I'm 230.
Poetic, can I make my point? Thank you, sir.
My bad.
Like I was saying before I was really interrupted yet again, Brian, this is the shit that gets me with Poetic because he claims me and you are being emotional or the people in the chat, right? But he's the nigga that brought up the topic.
No question.
I didn't want to talk about this shit, but we can talk about it
either, bro. That's not how I said it, bro. I said y'all being emotional as far as y'all can't get this fucking Jordan shit.
So wait a minute. We're being emotional because we're telling you out of your fucking mind that
people
saying that Jordan don't play defense.
No, that's not the point.
Now you can say his competition might not be all that. You can say something like that, but don't say he didn't play defense, bro. Come on.
What did I say? See, this
you said he didn't play defense. You said who was he guarding?
I never said that he don't play defense.
Brian, did the man not say that, Brian?
The man said Jordan defense was suspect.
Because of who he had to guard, bro. What the fuck do y'all not understand?
And you're basically saying Jordan didn't play defense.
Let me tell you something,
bro. No, listen. He played. You can only play defense against who you have to play against. LeBron can only play the people who he has to play in the finals. You can't pick and choose who comes out the West. Jordan can only guard the people that were in his era when he played basketball, bro. I'm not discrediting him for that. I'm saying, who did he have to fucking guard though? That's what I'm saying.
And I've seen Mike.
Listen, if I drop 30 points and E3 drop 30 points, but I'm playing in the YMCA and he playing in fucking the NBA, of course he gonna get more fucking credit.
Come on, the YMCA. I mean,
30 minutes ago, I said he locked down Vince Carter, who was in his prime.
Bill Laimbeer,
Did you not hear my answer?
Listen, if Bill Laimbeer played in today's game, he would just be Andrew Bogut. That is a fact.
You said what about Bill Laimbeer?
If Bill Laimbeer played in today's game, he would just be fucking Andrew fucking Bogut. That is a fact. And you don't think so?
Andrew Bogut, he can't shoot better than Bill Laimbeer. I mean, Bill Laimbeer was one of the big motherfuckers that actually could shoot threes. You know what I'm saying? He would step out. I mean, you say you watch the games, then you should know that. And you talking about all the Chicago's motherfuckers play D, and really Jordan was just kind of freelancing. If that was the case, then why didn't they just pick on Jordan since he was the weak link? Because you know why? Because he was the motherfucking strong link. Nobody wanted to challenge him. They want to challenge motherfucking Michael Jordan. Are you serious? They go away from him. I didn't know that Joe Dumars, Isaiah Thomas, and Reggie Miller and Larry Bird. I mean, you had to go against them motherfuckers. That's just out of the East.
Those are a few people, bro. That's not people he playing. Look, he said I'm 5.
Hold up.
I'm far from 5.
Those are only a few people. I mean, those are the guys that do it in the playoffs every year.
And I guarantee I done played more sports than you, Sanctus. I guarantee I look better than you, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. You don't know what you're talking about.
See, you acting emotional now.
Wait a minute. I was about to say you sound a little emotional now.
I'm not emotional. He's saying stupid shit. He's saying,
Hey,
they
man.
saying stuff. They saying stuff trying to create narratives. Like I don't know.
Hey
what
man, you in the lines then, bro. You can't be sensitive on the Thriller channel, bro. It get hot in this motherfucker.
Now look at this. Look at this. Gerald Field said Poetic is a weirdo. So I'm a weirdo because in your opinion, what I'm saying makes absolutely no sense. Okay, nigga.
I mean, but you haven't made a point. You talking about the 80s and 90s. You talking about the Jordan era compared to this era. Okay, so
yeah. So what is your point? Yeah, because you lost me.
Y'all right, never mind, it don't matter.
No. We give you. I give everybody
y'all right.
to speak your opinion.
When I get older, I'm gonna understand and all that.
Man, there you go. Now you being emotional again. You being emotional, Poetic. Congratulations.
What the fuck y'all saying? See, this that dumb shit.
Bro, we're asking you to make your point. You lost us. Make your point.
Bro, y'all literally are not listening to anything I'm saying. Anytime anybody says anything to make the 90s and 80s seem weaker in the fucking narrative, everybody automatically, oh, he don't know what you're talking about. Shut him up. No. That's what everybody doing right now, bro.
Let me tell you, let me tell you my reasoning for why I feel like.
Then I say there wasn't no crossover. Y'all know goddamn well didn't nobody have skill level like them niggas got skill levels today. So please stop.
What are you talking about? As far as what?
Bro, them niggas was not. Yeah, they had crossovers, but that shit ain't like today. They had a few people was doing little step backs, whatever. That shit ain't like today.
Ain't no step back, but we wasn't talking about no step back. Man, Tim Hardaway make your ass move halfway across the court.
That's one player, bro. That's one player.
Isaiah Thomas had probably the best handling ever.
Yes, keep naming names. That's two players.
Where your players at that got the handles?
I would say this. Kyrie Irving.
Hold on.
Poetic. Hold on.
What you mean everyone got the handle?
I didn't say everyone. I said almost everyone got handles in today's game, especially guards.
Poetic.
Yes.
He asking you a question. I'm gonna help you out. Kyrie Irving is the best ball handler of all time. I don't care what nobody fucking
That's
say.
a fact.
That's your opinion.
Steve Francis, Baron Davis, Allen Iverson. I can go on. Jason Williams.
But hey, I was more on the Jordan era. That's not today's game, though.
I guess
that's not today's game, man.
But his prime years were in the 2000s, though, when he won his MVP, right? His prime years. Okay.
Yeah, but we saying the Jordan era was so you talking 20 years ago. That's more on my side than it is on y'all side.
Well, I can live with Kyrie and Steph.
You understand what I'm saying? Because
I can live with
Jordan won in 99, right?
You said what now?
Didn't Jordan win his last championship in 99?
He won in 98. He came back in 01.
Okay, 98, right? Allen Iverson was already there.
Yeah, he was
there. Allen Iverson was cooking his ass the fuck up.
Hey, dude, that's our era then. So you proving my point, not yours.
No, my point is that
what
Jordan
are you talking about, man?
When Jordan had to guard, when Jordan had to guard,
can't take Allen Iverson from 20 years ago and say, "Oh, he our era," and he played with Jordan. What are you talking about? If he played against Jordan, that's the Jordan era.
Thriller, when tomorrow, I'm gonna have to go on my Google Photos because I got an iPhone now, so I don't really have Google stuff. But I'm gonna go on my Google Photos and I'm gonna show you a video of me dunking recently. And this man just said Poetic is a Woody Harrelson fan from White Men Can't Jump. And I want you to play the video so this bitch ass nigga can shut the fuck up. Because he don't know
man, you really emotional, Poet. You really emotional. Because we having a conversation. You worried about motherfuckers in the chat.
You're damn right, because they saying bullshit. Now, I'm gonna send you so mad, bro. I'm gonna send you the video, and I want you to play it on your next fucking live. Since they want to say I'm all out of shape and shit, when I'm more in shape than any.
Hey man, I'm out of shape, man. I'm out of shape, but that don't mean I don't care what nobody say. I can still
nigga,
tell my shit.
I don't have no baby mama, nigga. What you talking about?
Hey man, this nigga going back and forth, man.
Hey man, where is Lennar? Because Lennar has been begging for Brian for about 3 weeks.
We don't care about Lennar.
Where that nigga at? Bring your ass out, Lennar. I know you in the chat. Bring your ass out. Brian on here now.
I know that's right.
Tell Spence Deuce to get on the chat.
Yeah.
We can bet however much money you want that you will not beat me in any fucking sport.
But see, you going to the chat instead of answering the questions and shit that I asked because you called me out on this topic.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, in the words of Jada Kiss, he's causing a distraction.
Exactly.
I'm not causing a distraction. I just said plenty of points. I just said plenty of points, and every single thing
No,
I say, y'all say, "Oh, he don't know what he's talking about." Oh,
Hey,
You
yo, hold
said-
on.
oh, you didn't
Nino,
watch the
hey,
game,
hold
so
on.
whatever.
Hold on. Let me drop the chat. Let me drop the link. Click on that link, bro. You can come on. You can come on. Anybody
you
can come on.
you talk about our era, the
There you
Jordan
go.
era.
Link in
Look,
the chat.
the thing about it is that before my era in basketball, we gave praise to the people before us. We was like they was like that. We didn't say, "Oh man, y'all motherfuckers wasn't this, that, and the other, and this, that, and the other." But it seemed to be this generation seems like, "Oh, okay, if we say something about y'all, it's a problem." Or you got a debate or you want to have a competition about it. The bottom line
Why
was the
everything
game
gotta
has
be old and
changed.
young dude? Oh my god, that's
You brought up the old and young
people doing it.
dudes.
That's
You-
only the older people doing this shit. Talking about some, oh, the young
How?
guys, oh, like nobody really gives a shit about that shit no more.
Hey,
Hey,
Nobody.
look,
hold on. My boy, my brother, Nino on the motherfucking go
man,
is on the
first of all-
screen. Go ahead and pop your shit, bro.
First of all, I want to come in here. I want to say something, brother. Who killed Thriller? You, my brother. You kill it every time. Who killing it
Thank
tonight? Who made a good point was Brian. This man said that Andrew Bogut would be Bill Laimbeer when Bill Laimbeer was one of the best shooting big men back in the day. And I don't know where this man ever seen Andrew Bogut shoot a three, take a three, even get an and one. And this man said Mike was a team defender. Hey man, I can't. Hey bro,
can't make this shit up.
I can't. I don't know, man. Where this man coming from? Like Brian is making you look crazy, poet. Like you're not answering, bro. You sound so crazy to the point where you argue with people in the chat. Like that's no defense. Like it seems like you have no basketball knowledge, bro. Like,
So name me players that Jordan locked up.
You say what?
Name me players that Jordan locked up. Don't say shit else.
Name you players that Jordan. Now Thriller just gave you a great example when he got back to the Wizards and he was putting clamps on cats.
He named one person, not cats.
Okay, cool. So I'm not going to punish Mike either for the era he played in. But I'm not going to argue with no man that say Jordan was a team defender. I don't want to argue with that.
I'm gonna give it to you.
So
Reggie Miller,
before he got
Clyde
his Pippen
Drexler.
team, before he got his Pippen team, what was his accolades?
You said what?
Before he got his Pippen team, what was his accolades then?
Before he got his Pippen, who? Say it one more time.
Before he got his Pippen team, what was his accolades?
Shit, he was leading the league in
He
scoring.
leading the scoring every year. 37 points a game out that motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'm talking about defensively.
He was doing 37 points a game without shooting threes.
No, I said defensively.
He still was one of the best defensive players. I mean, I don't understand why you.
won
Wait,
defensive
But
player
who did
of
he
the
have
year
to guard
in
though?
88,
That's the
bro.
point.
I'm just telling you. Joe
He was one of
Dumars,
the best defenders.
Joe Dumars, Isaiah
against
Thomas, Larry Bird,
He about to make
Reggie
me beat the
Miller.
shit.
He was
Hold on,
getting
y'all.
cooked
I gotta
by
pull
them
the clip.
Clyde
defenses.
I gotta pull
Drexler.
it up. Hold on.
He
Hold
still
on.
he had to guard the glove too.
Yeah,
Hey, shout out to my boy Lash Puma Skills, man. The floor is yours, bro. Go ahead.
He had to guard the glove too. And don't forget when he came back to the Wizards. Don't forget. Remember that time he guarded Kobe, shut him down. Kobe was mad and came back and dropped him like 50 points.
Be specific. Don't say that time. Be specific.
Puma,
Be specific.
You make a good point. You do know he had to guard Cole, Allen Houston, obviously McGrady. You do know he had to guard all of them.
Okay,
right?
you can say he guarded.
Miller.
Listen, you can
McGrady
say
was
he
in his
guarded.
prime.
Listen, you can say he guarded whoever, but what did he do against them? Now, E. Thriller made a good point. He said Vince Carter held him 10 points. Now, who else? Okay, and he just said Kobe.
I said he shut Kobe down.
Who else?
He shut Kobe down with the Wizards. Kobe got mad and he came back and didn't talk to his team when he played with the Lakers and came back and he dropped like 50 against the Wizards the next time he played. Jordan shut him down and when he played with the Wizards.
And you just said he came back and dropped 50 on him.
Kobe came back and dropped 50, but still Jordan was old as hell. It still shut him down.
Okay,
He said,
that's a
"Boy,
good
you
point.
can't win these shoes."
That's a good point. That's a good
He
point.
said,
That's a good point, I guess.
he said, "You got my shoes on, but you'll never fill them." He
So
told him.
That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point.
I'm gonna say this, and I ain't gonna be alone. So, Poetic, like, what, like, you're not a Mike supporter, or?
That's what it is.
Nah, my thing is, I don't like how people try to discredit this era. Then they try to beef up the fucking past and make all these fucking mystical fucking stories like these niggas were gods, bro. And that's
Hey, look,
fucking-
can I say something right quick?
So you mean like Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen saying that? Oh no, matter of fact,
Bro,
I'll give
y'all
you a
are
better
fools.
example. Hold
Y'all are
on.
fools.
I got you, Poetic.
The difference
You mean about hold on, bro. Hold on, real quick. You mean when Rasheed said that LeBron wouldn't be able to play in that era? Is that the type of shit you talking about?
And the type of shit when Scottie Pippen, y'all know, bro. Anybody, if
I
y'all
asked you the
niggas claim
question,
y'all-
Poetic.
Yes, I'm trying to answer.
Okay.
If
Then
y'all
now, I'm
niggas
with you
claim
on
y'all-
that
if
because
y'all
that's
niggas claim
bullshit.
y'all- Yes, listen. If y'all niggas claim y'all know basketball, not just history, I'm talking about actual basketball. Like if you were a coach, you know damn well that Scottie Pippen ain't gonna lock up anybody, any of the best players.
What?
In
That's a goddamn.
What the
Scottie
fuck?
Pippen
What
is
are you?
arguably. Hold on,
Oh
bro.
my
I'm about to get off
God.
Wait, hold on. Actually,
bro, I'm
hold
about to
up.
get off this live, bro.
He can probably.
Dude.
He can probably.
Hey, look out,
Hold up.
Brian.
Listen.
Hey,
He
man.
can probably.
Say,
Hold up. Listen. Hold up.
Wait.
I'm about to get off this live, bro. You
Hey,
taking
cocaine's
this
a
shit
hell of a
too far,
drug.
Poetic. You
Cocaine's
taking
a
it a
hell of a
little bit
drug.
too
Hold
far.
on, y'all. Wait. Brian.
Yeah.
What? I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna let y'all have it. Brian, it was nice meeting you. Puma, it was nice meeting you. Thriller, I'll be on the mat. I can't do it.
Yes, sir.
Nobody cares about that corny ass joke. Fuck out of here. Listen.
Hey,
So
hey,
listen.
dude.
I just thought though. Listen. Okay. I would
Poetic,
give them,
I'm not about to listen to this
they can lock
bullshit for
up.
too much longer, bro.
Listen,
Seriously.
be quiet.
No, bro, you been talking a bunch of bullshit. You said Scottie Pippen can't lock nobody.
Yes,
What?
but I just
What?
thought, bro, just be quiet. Damn, see, that's the shit that be going on. I'll probably say some shit that was wrong. Then I try to backtrack because I just thought, actually processed it. Now just be quiet. Now I can't say
Maybe
that I
you
know
should
for a
think
fact.
before you speak.
Okay, but listen, bro. I can't say that I can't say that Scotty and Rodman probably most likely would. Of course, they would lock up Klay Thompson because Klay barely dribbles. But I can say that I know for a fact that they will lock up Steph Curry. They'll be on that nigga like a fucking hound.
hey,
And Steph Curry has been we've seen when people actually press Steph Curry and don't have shaky legs. Like I know for a fact, Kobe in his prime, I don't think Steph Curry ever just went against Kobe in his prime, like head to head in a big time matchup. I feel like Kobe Bryant in his prime, he's focused, he would definitely lock up fucking Steph Curry.
anybody lock up? Listen,
I can't believe the shit
you
I'm
said
hearing.
Scottie Pippen. You said Scottie Pippen, right? At first, right? Scottie Pippen was LeBron before LeBron was LeBron, man. That dude was guard everybody in the NBA. He was playing both sides of the court.
Scottie Pippen is the first point forward in NBA history.
Exactly. He came from a no-name school.
Well, I got to backtrack on that, y'all. On the point forward though,
Who was the first point forward?
Magic.
Magic played all five positions.
He was a point guard.
But Magic
But when Kareem went down,
they slid him to the center.
That's right.
But what did he go to? Well, hold on, Brian. I got you. What did he go in the Hall of Fame as?
Oh, no question. He's an absolute point guard, but at 6'9", he's a point forward.
But he's the first big point guard of all time.
Absolutely. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well,
that's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna say based on small forwards, Scottie Pippen was the first.
Now, if you want based on just small point, yes, you're right. Yeah.
Scottie Pippen played defense on everybody. I'm from and guards. He was guard. He guarded all the guards when he was in the NBA. When he was playing defense.
He guarded bigs too. He guarded Barkley.
Yeah, he did. But I'm saying for that 6'9", guarding guards. That's saying something.
Listen, man. Listen, these are my top four defenders. This is my personal opinion. I got Scotty, I got Rodman, I got Akeem, and GP. Those are my top four.
I can't disagree with GP.
You said what now?
No, say that again. Say that four again.
I said Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Gary Payton. Those are my top four.
Oh, Payton over Jordan?
Payton, that's why they call him the glove. Payton was a beast.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he was a beast. I'm not saying that, but Payton over Jordan?
Payton was I gotta give it to Payton. Payton was a beast.
I can't give Payton over Jordan.
Brian, I'm gonna have to give it to. I know it's
Payton would get up in your face, but
I'm gonna give it to GP, and then I'm gonna say Jordan at 5.
That's why he got
That's
that
fine.
nickname. That's why he got the nickname the
Oh,
glove.
he was in the glove because he got up in your chest. I
But
get it.
Hakeem didn't he lead the league in like blocks and steals or some shit? Don't like as a
Oh,
big
no
man?
question.
Yeah, Hakeem. Shit.
I guess you had to break that down maybe from guards to bigs and shit like that.
But that's the
it is
thing with
what it
the
is.
NBA. To me, it's so hard to say who's the best because you got to separate the guards and the bigs because the bigs rely on the guards to get them the fucking ball. So it's kind of hard to have a definitive, oh, he's the best or he's the GOAT to me. And then you got to base it on the damn errors because some guys ain't get to play each other. So
I don't think anybody is the GOAT.
I
agree. I agree with what Jordan. I agree with what Jordan said when he said you can't necessarily say anybody is 100% the GOAT in any sport because you can't. They haven't played against each other. You can't just pit them up against each other. That's
fair. That's
fair. That's fair. But it seemed like you got some kind of fixation against MJ.
No, I just don't.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe, in my opinion, I believe that the motherfuckers, some motherfuckers. Now, okay, Brian, you said you ain't, but okay. I believe some motherfucking older people in the media and shit, they create this fucking aura like it's just back then, you come to the lane, you knock on it, and every team wasn't even doing it. It was like 2, 3, 4 teams probably in the fucking 80s and doing that shit. This shit was top heavy.
You can say that the
every
best
single fucking team you go.
Ain't no top heavy, man.
You can say the best players was in their errors. To me, I'm gonna say the errors.
The what?
The errors. Like LeBron is good at his error. You got Jordan was good. Jordan to me is a GOAT. But then you got people that was good in their errors, different errors. You know what I'm saying? People talk about LeBron never seen Jordan play, and vice versa. Because LeBron, to me, he's athletic, he's this and that, but some people never seen Jordan play. Some people never seen.
You can't say that though, bro. See, that's nothing on that narrative.
No, some people never seen.
You can't say nowadays.
Penny Hardaway.
Because of the internet. You cannot say that nobody doesn't know anything. You can't say that.
I didn't say nobody didn't know anything. I said
anybody can go on their phone, laptop, or anything right now. Download NBA, and you can watch every single game known to fucking history since video been out. So you can't.
I said the errors are different. The errors are different.
Well, I'm talking about the point people say that they say certain people ain't seen that era. They ain't see this. You can't say that because you it's the internet.
We're going to watch them on YouTube. Going to watch stuff on YouTube and watching it when you were born. Like I'm 43, so I'm watching football. I'm watching the 80s and 90s and now up to now. Watching Penny Hardaway, watching Anthony Hardaway, all them. All them dudes. T-Mac, Vince Carter.
The only difference watching it live and watching it years later on the internet is nostalgia. That's it.
Yeah, but it's better. It's better watching it when they sitting right here watching it now. I mean, like. Going back on YouTube, you can't have no conversation with somebody watching stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, but you watching the same shit. I mean, okay, you watch.
Yeah, but you really can't do that.
You watch the finals. You watch the finals live on your TV in the fucking 90s, and I watch this shit on YouTube.
Do you think Mayweather's the best? You think Mayweather's the best boxer ever? You think Mayweather's the best boxer ever?
You can't say. I don't think you can say that, bro. All them different.
No, I'm asking. Do you think some people say that but never see other boxers? Sugar Ray Leonard. Marvin
I already told you. I don't think in boxing is a clear example that you really just can't say who's the best because all them different weight classes and all these different areas. Hell no.
But people keep saying Mayweather is the best. He's not the best.
He's not
to me.
Well.
Hey, Poetic. Let me ask you this question. Okay, what's your man? What's your man name, man? That's out here now that everybody loves so much that play for the Nets, man.
Kevin Durant.
No, not KD.
James
Harden, right? Harden. You say he like that, right?
Shit.
No. I'm asking Poetic.
Oh, okay.
Hey, that's my boy though. That's my boy, Brian.
That's your boy.
Yeah, I love
that's your boy.
Yeah, okay. I like James Harden.
Now the reason you like him is for what?
I like his.
Now I'm talking to Poetic.
When did
you talking to Poetic? Okay.
Okay, because I'm saying when y'all see today's game compared to last year, y'all think Harden's a great 3-point shooter, right?
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say
right because he sucked.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say he's a great. He can shoot. He can shoot the ball, but I'm not.
He's a streaky shooter because how the fuck do you? He's streaky. When he on, he on. Because when he off, he off. Because you're not a great 3-point shooter if you shooting fucking 29 and 31% from threes. Because today's game, all you do is jack. That's the difference when you say old school to new school. People back in the day were more efficient. When you watch Michael Jordan, he was too fucking efficient. It seemed like the nigga just didn't miss because he got a career average of like fucking 52% or some shit like that
And they was
from the
earning
field.
They was
From
earning them
a guard. From a guard, okay? Jordan didn't miss. So it's like you go down, he gonna score. It's just seemed like that nigga gonna post you up, he gonna do your little spin move, and you can't stop it. Mike just was so efficient. And that's the difference between when old school dudes talk about today's game compared to yesterday's game. It's because you dumped it down, it was a high percentage shot, you scored. The game was more efficient than it is now. Now you got 3-second defenses, everybody's out the lane, and now that everybody's out the lane, motherfuckers don't even drive. They shoot threes.
Give him the example how Reggie Miller was getting them tough ass shots over
Man,
them
look, Reggie would go through 9 motherfuckers. He'd go through 9 picks, come out, pop out in one drive. I don't even know how Reggie Miller sit around there was in that kind of shape.
Before y'all say anything, in my opinion, I do think that Reggie Miller is the greatest shooter of all time. Well, it's out of him and Bird. It's out of him and Bird because
Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time.
No, see, hold up. Steph is good, right? But listen to this, hold up. Correct me if I'm wrong. Steph is a great shooter, right? But let me ask you a question. Steph wasn't getting them hard shots like Reggie Miller was. He's a great shooter. He didn't get them like Reggie Miller.
Listen.
Well, if you
hold on.
Okay.
Full disclosure. I'm not a Steph Curry fan. In fact, I've been called a Steph Curry hater for years. But I'm not going to sit up here and let anybody say that he's not the greatest shooter of all time.
No, I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying that. The shots are harder back then. Reggie Miller was getting through. Ray Allen was getting through them picks like that.
The shit that I see Steph Curry doing, I ain't seen nobody do before. And I'm not a fan of Steph.
Now I will say Steph is the best shooter of all time. I'm old school. But the motherfucker, he can't shoot. He can shoot his ass off.
But I think the shots were tougher, like you said.
Oh, no question. The game was tougher. And that's what I'm saying was the difference. I was telling Poetic is that you had the lane clogged up. You had man-to-man defense. There was no 3-second defense. You know what I'm saying? So when you go down the lane, you're going to get hit. It wasn't an easy bucket. The game is evolved to something different because now they want to play Euro ball. They got their ass kicked in the Olympics, and they say, well, let's play that game. That's some bullshit. And that's why basketball purists feels like the game is changed the wrong way.
It's watered down. What did Shaq say? What did Shaq tell Iverson? And Shaq said, man, if he was taller, and I don't think he was 6 feet, he's probably 5'11". If he was bigger than what he was, Iverson would have been very dominant. Played hurt, and he was a beast.
Shit, he was dominant.
I'm just saying, but he played. If he was long, if he was Kobe height or Jordan height, they would have had an issue with that dude. They had one with him anyway.
Yeah, right.
I guarantee you, if Hakeem Olajuwon jumped down in the league right now in his prime, he would fucking change the whole game all over again. Because can't nobody check. Not one big. Be like, you know what? This nigga had more moves. Shit, they couldn't hang with Kevin McHale, goddamn, down in low post right now.
I tell you this, Hakeem was polished. I'm gonna tell you another person was polished at the center position. Patrick Ewing was the polished center.
Patrick Ewing, he was one of the other first motherfuckers to step out and hit a three.
Yeah, he had the mid-range jumpers.
You know what I'm saying? He had a mid-range jumper. Shit, let me tell you something. Bill Winnington had a higher percentage than some of these motherfuckers out here. And half of y'all probably don't even know who the fuck that was.
I know you talking about white dude for the Bulls.
Yeah. I mean, the game bigs could shoot a medium range shot.
Hey, you know who else was underrated as a guard too? Kevin Johnson.
Man, come on, man. Mr. 24 seconds.
Oh, yeah, I used to like Kevin Johnson.
Kevin Johnson. You know remember that dunk he hit on Mark Heat? 7 foot, 7'4". He was dunking on a bunch of jokers.
Motherfucking Kevin Johnson was Mr. 24 seconds. Because that's how much time you got on the shot clock. Goddamn it, 24. Goddamn it, give you 24 seconds.
He had handles, could shoot, pass, and
you damn right. You damn right. So to say the game is better, we saying the game is better. You know, these players are good. You got good, excellent players in today's game, but the game is different. When all you do is sit out and shoot threes, what are you doing? I mean, James Harden do 97 moves, shoot a 3, miss, and then fucking get burnt on defense because he can't play none. He tired.
But I tell you, the next big man to me out there that can shoot and have an inside game, what's the boy from Philly?
Talking about Joel Embiid.
He can be a beast.
I think his big ass need to stop shooting jumpers and get down low and bang.
I agree with you on that.
He do. Because he got to have
big to shoot jumpers. I like Jokic though. Jokic go hard to me.
Yeah, Jokic go hard too, but Embiid can be like that.
Embiid is not reliable because of his health.
Yeah,
I don't trust him in the playoffs.
Jamal Murray like that too.
Yeah, you can make a point.
Well, I like the finals this last year. I like the finals, man. To me, I like the finals.
Yeah,
it was
good finals.
It was old school. To me, it brought me back to old school. Motherfuckers was going down the lanes. They was playing inside out. You know, I thought it was a good series. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Hey, fellas, man. Hey, I'm gonna have to log off, man. It's been real. Hey, closing thoughts. Go ahead, Brian.
Well, once again, man, as usual, man, it's always a pleasure, man. Lance Puma Skills, man. It's my first time meeting you, man. How you doing, my brother? You know,
good. How you, brother?
You know what I'm saying? That's good, man. You know, hope to see you again. Poetic, man, look, we always disagree, man, but you still my brother, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You hear me? You always my man, 50 grand. So I ain't gonna take no shit of that. E-Thriller, you know you my motherfucking brother. Hey, y'all slash that like button for my man E, man. I enjoyed it as usual, man. One love to everybody, man. And y'all keep it up, man. Let's do it again.
No doubt.
Go ahead, Last Puma Skills.
Hey, I just enjoyed it, man. I've been working so hard, man. I'm working in the streets in the DC area. I'm patrolling out here, so I'm listening to you while I'm at work, man.
I appreciate that, bro. I really do.
E, man, my fault, man. Real quick, man. Hey, Lance, man, you from the you in the area, baby?
Yeah, man. Northeast.
Oh, that's what's up, baby. That's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a homeboy with me. I got my homie with me.
Shout out to the DMV, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, Poetic, go ahead, bro. Closing thoughts.
Hey, first thing I want to say, Puma, I used to be homeless in DC, bro.
You back on your feet now?
Yeah, I'm back on. I had wound up getting I had met this guy when I was at one of the homeless shelters. We wound up getting roommates before I moved back to Memphis. I had got an apartment up there in Northeast. Mm-hmm. I used to be homeless out there, bro. You know, I ain't gonna lie. If I went homeless, I would have really fucked with the DMV. I actually like the area. I worked at the Wingstop in VA. I done forgot the road, but it's the Wingstop by. It's a GameStop and Five Guys, JCPenney, all that shit around there. Then I used to work at the Harris Teeter off South Glebe Road by the airport.
Yeah,
I used to work there too, and and I was a manager at that joint. But then you know, Brian, E-Thriller, I talk to you all motherfucking day.
Yes, sir.
But
yes, sir.
You know I fuck with y'all, man. Puma, I fuck with you.
No doubt.
Man, you know,
likewise. Hey, man, it's been real. I appreciate everybody for rocking with me, man. This shit was lit tonight. I really appreciate all the love and support. Shout out to everybody that sent those super chats. I really appreciate it. It goes a long way, man. Until next time.
Your boy Lenard managed you, though.
Who?
Lenard ain't make it.
Yeah, I don't know. He told me to drop the link. I know I was rambling earlier.
Probably with his Errol Spence plushie, dog.
Hey, E, man, we got to do this again, man. We got to do this again, man, because Poetic, man, changed the whole goddamn narrative, man.
Yeah, man, we went from top, but it's cool. Hey, I don't mind talking about basketball. That's cool with me.
We also need to talk about football. It's so much shit to talk about in football, bro.
I got you. We'll go back live later on this week, bro. It's all good.
No doubt.
All right, man. Y'all be blessed.
All right, y'all too.
All right.